Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 5. Today, we are going to present our presentation about the, the discourse knowledge interface. Our discussion, there are philosophical, linguistic, psychology, sociological, and anthropological. But before we move to the main topic, let's introduce our member. I am Sarendra Hawesya as the moderator and the last speaker, Andini Dwi Putri as the first speaker, and Sri Mulya as the second speaker. For the first speakers, time is yours.
Okay, I want to explain about discourse knowledge interface. One of the major challenges of critical discourse analysis is to make explicit the relations between discourse and knowledge. Both discourse and knowledge are very complex phenomena studied in virtually all disciplines of the humanities and social science. Thus, we may expect that also a theory of their relationship has philosophical, linguistic, psychological, sociological, and anthropological dimensions. Next, philosophical. The philosophical inquiry developed in epistemology focus on fundamental issues of the nature of knowledge, traditionally defined as justified through belief. For a selection of work in epistemology where this concept is discussed and criticized, see, for example, Bernecker and Retsky 2000. I shall defeat from this orthodox as well as from most other approaches by defining knowledge as the consensual belief of an epistemic community and shall preserve truth as property of assertions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Andini. For the second speakers, time is yours.
Yeah, I want to explain about linguistics. Linguistics has traditionally ignored knowledge, and it is only in cognitive grammar that knowledge has appeared as an important category. See, for example, Langecker, Fauconnier. In linguistic discourse analysis, it is especially the late Paul Wert who has made interesting proposals on the role of knowledge in discourse. In the theory of generative grammar, knowledge appears especially as implicit knowledge of the rules of grammar shared by the members of a language community. Next, psychology. Psychology and artificial intelligence have undoubtedly contributed most to our contemporary knowledge about knowledge, defined as mental representation in memory. Although representational formats also have their critics, knowledge representation theories have made a major advance in our understanding of discourse processing. Producing and comprehending discourse not only involves that processing of meaning, form and action, but presuppose vast amounts of knowledge. For instance, during lexicalization, stylics, variation, and especially for the processing of meaning. Nations such as topics, global and local coherence, implication, preposition, semantic structures, and a host of other properties of discourse all require a knowledge component, and not only the meaning of discourse requires a knowledge component, but also its forms. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sremul. Next, I'm sociological. Knowledge is acquired, shared, and used by people in interaction, as well as by groups, institutions, and organizations. Indeed, without such as a social basis, knowledge would be no more than personal belief, consensus, common sense, or common ground are among the many nations that define the social dimension of knowledge. It is the social nature of shared knowledge that defines preposition and that allow discourse to be understandable without making all relevant knowledge explicit all the time. Analysis is anthropological. Knowledge has an important cultural dimension and hence needs an anthropological or ethnographic account. Epistemic communities are not merely social groups or institutions, but also communities or practice, through and discourse. Okay, thank you. I think that's all from our group. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.